Firefighters are trying to stop deadly wildfires burning out of control across several states. The governor of Oklahoma declared a state of emergency in 22 counties last night.
The fires have killed at least 6 people and scorched more than 1 million acres. They are burning in parts of Texas, Kansas, parts of Texas, Kansas, Colorado, and Oklahoma, 4 states there. David Begnaud is near Woodward, Oklahoma, with how the weather is fueling the flames. David, good morning.
Gayle, good morning. The stench of ash is overwhelming, and the cold air is overpowering. It's at 45 degrees right now, but it feels a lot colder than that. The temperature is helping in the firefight. They are raging about 20 miles to the north of us. I wanted to be here to give you the personal perspective, because, Gayle, as you drive through this rural area this morning, you might not even see a home like this that is burned to the ground. You can't even tell what was left or what was of this home before it burned. The garage, it's still burning. There are embers in the back part of the property which are still burning 24 hours later. The people who have been affected by these fires make their living in agriculture. They produce the food that we eat, and they have been decimated. In fact, there was a 63-year-old lady who had a heart attack and died just trying to get her cattle out of the way. The massive fire has scorched more than 700,000 acres along the Oklahoma-Kansas border. Traditional ground fighting tactics are failing, says Drew Daly with the Oklahoma Forestry Service. The majority of the area burning is rural, but what's making it so hard to contain?
Access is difficult in some of these areas. We have, extreme amount of canyons, as well as just heavy grass fuels and dormant brush.
These fires are devastating farming communities in America's heartland.
We have another one trying to spin up right now, a little fire-nado.
3 people died in the Texas Panhandle rescuing cattle at a ranch. They include Cody Crockett and his girlfriend Sydney Wallace, and Sloan Everett, a married father of 2. In Clark County, Kansas, fires forced up to 12,000 people from their homes. More than half the county burned. That's an area about twice the size of Chicago. At least 30 structures were damaged.
We just felt like you'd get out of here alive.
Back in Oklahoma,
my mom and I pulled up to our house last night, and there are people on the roof with water hoses.
cattle rancher Jolynn Easterwood says it's too early to know exactly what her family has lost. What would you say to people who say, this is just wide open land?
Do you like to eat? Because this is where it comes from. This is the heart of it. This is the cattle that are in the grocery store. This is livelihood. This is people's life that's on fire. It's not just land.
And the fire threat continues today. Anthony, from what we know right now, winds will be between 10 and 20 miles per hour. More helicopters are being sent to Oklahoma and this area today. And what we found out, Anthony, is that what makes this interesting and so hard to fight is that in the 4-state area where the fires are burning, conditions are either moderate to abnormally dry. And that's a big part of the problem.
A tough fight there, David Begnaud. Thanks, David.